Okay. Facebook kept kicking us off.
Sorry.
So, but we did finish, and we finished strong. So just wanted to give a little recap. We have more than enough outfits now.
I feel so, yeah. And what we did, which I didn't even think was going to happen, is we actually went through all of it and the combinations, and now I even have training outfits.
Yep.
Because, after the initial speaking, there's going to be the training component. So on a training, you still have to look professional, but you have to be comfortable because you're training for 6 hours at a time.
Yep.
And I don't want to look like I'm coming out of a corporate Allstate insurance agent meeting. I still need to be kind of cool, so we found quite a few.
So we made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, we got this great travel outfit.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then you made one on your own yesterday.
Yes.
15.
Wow.
So we have 2 weeks worth of outfits that we whipped out in like an hour and some change.
Yes, we did.
So now
what I want you to do is like take me through the style book, because I'm gonna just give her a plug here because I just spent some time looking at this. This is ridiculously amazing. So because what happens is, I think that when you go in the closet and you put these outfits together, then you go
right. What happened?
What happened? Because there's like 15 outfits in there,
so
and some of them are combined.
This is really good because, so for one, again, like this is my business coach. So she worked with me. When did we start working together?
I want to say 3 years ago.
About 3 years ago, and that was at a point where I had all of these styling clients, these in-person clients in LA, and I was getting the wrong clients. Like,
yes, desperate.
I was getting like really wacky clients. Like I was in court with a client because she stole clothes. Like everything was just crazy. So I hired her to help me like streamline my process for in-person styling, which you did. And we came up with the selfie challenge.
Which I, to this day, every time I see this and I see you guys take your selfies, I spy on her, and then I go like, wow, this is incredible.
Yep,
it was your idea, but it did come out in this incredible
we sat
time.
together in the session and it came out, and she helped me streamline like my consultation process and the whole thing. And then I worked with you in person to get your speaking outfits together.
Huge difference, yes.
And we went through the process. Remember, I did the consultation, I did the Pinterest board, I did the mood board, the whole thing. Made the outfits, we took photos of the outfits.
You even were shopping at the time.
I was shopping for you, and we did the whole thing, and you looked great, and you felt great.
Yeah.
So now, at this stage in my business, I can't take on in-person clients anymore. I would be too busy.
No, you can't. It's not time permitting.
There's
Impossible.
no amount of money I could charge that would make it worth my time, because I have so many things going on, but I didn't want to rob people of that system that we worked so hard to create. Right. So that's what this is. So all of the steps that we did are in here. So like the first step is figuring out who you are, which is a selfie challenge. This is a way of discovering what you're already wearing, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. You talk about what you wore, how you felt, how you were perceived. Do this for 7 days.
Wow, that's incredible. I should do that still now that I have the book. But it's interesting because when we were talking about this and you said, like, how do you feel? That really makes me think, because there's certain things, like, this is something it's like totally casual, totally comfortable. I can wear this all day long.
Yeah.
So I think it's a lot about how you feel in the clothes too, isn't it?
Totally.
Yeah.
So that happens here. And then also in step 1, there's a selfie follow-up, which goes into all of those feelings. Right. And there's goal setting and style. All of these are questions that I ask clients during an in-person consultation.
Yes, I remember you taking me through all of this.
Exactly.
What are the trends you'd like to try? Oh, and another thing you said, do not, if you like one thing, get 10 of the same.
Right.
You said you do not need 10 pencil skirts.
Yeah.
You
can have a style uniform. You don't have to go crazy. Then the deluxe edition of the wardrobe checklist. So after you're asking yourself the questions, you're cleaning out your closet, and this guides you through how to do what we just did. There's a huge pile over there. So if you can't have me come to your closet, I'm going to give you all the tools to do it yourself. And then the next step is developing your styles. This is making your mood board, finding your inspiration, really getting to the core of like what makes your heart sing with style and how that aligns with your goals. So when we were in your closet, I'm like, are rhinestones really like part of like the larger picture of what your style is all about?
I see what you mean, yes.
Yeah. So you can get to those conclusions yourself as well by working through what's in this book.
I think, you know, one of the big things I just learned about what we just did is that a good deal doesn't make it a good fit for your wardrobe.
Right. You can walk past. This is like, okay, this just happened to me the other day. I was shopping with Adrian. You know Adrian. Yeah. And we were at Saks Off 5th, and I found these like gorgeous Gucci heels. Like evening shoes, strappy, beautiful. Original price was like $1,800.
Wow.
They were marked down again. They were $400 something, and an extra 50% off for Black Friday. So it's like $200
for your dream
beautiful shoe. Gucci shoe. But like I didn't need the shoe. You know, like I didn't need it. Like they were a half size too small. They still fit and like looked fine, but like I didn't feel comfortable with that. I don't really go out in a way to like more of an evening shoe. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And she's like, but it's such a good deal. I can appreciate the deal and enjoy the deal without having to buy it. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I think that you know, if anything, really what I took away from it, that's really probably one of my biggest takeaways, and I'm pretty sure that maybe a lot of you are kind of like that too, where you get the great deal and then you just kind of like can't say no to the deal. But 2/3 of what we just took out
were
deals.
Deals.
Like really. And the things that I sort of, you know, paid a little bit more with a little bit more in my mind, you know, like my blazers or the 3/4 coats or my speaking dresses or, you know, the skirts or the new pants, they weren't deals in that sense, but I bought them with purpose.
Yep.
And I think that's really what I'm learning, you know, as I'm working, you know, because one thing, like you develop, you know, these things and then you go through it yourself because you go like, I want what she has, you know, this like fashion fabulousness. And, you know, and I'm really learning that, do I love it? Do I need it? Will I wear it?
Yep. And there's a checklist in the books that goes through that. And then step 3 is shopping. It's like the right brands that you should shop, the right percentages of what needs to be in your closet. You know, if you're spending the majority of your time traveling and speaking on stage, then the percentage of your wardrobe needs to reflect that.
Yes.
If, you know, your casual leisure time of going hiking with your man,
I think I'm covered on
what percentage are you spending, and then how much of your closet? You had like a million of those stupid little puffer jackets. Does that match the percentage of the time you're spending? Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But going through this gives you a little more clarity.
Yeah, and it's again, you know, like, you know, can you say no to a North Face jacket on sale?
Right.
But, you know, I was looking at one yesterday and it was a great deal. But I think I looked at it and I'm like, I already have one.
Right.
I don't really need.
And just sometimes the act of like putting something down on paper, and I was doing a lot of research on this because I'm a nerd like that. The physical act of writing is much more effective than like typing something on the computer or thinking about it in your head like, oh, I don't need another jacket. But to write it down, like your shopping list, things you want, things you need, and being able to just stick this in your bag or in your suitcase. Here's to ask yourself, do I have something like this in my closet? Can I create 3 outfits with it? Can I afford it? Can I resell it or consign it later?
Wow.
Why am I buying this? Like, it's these little things that make a huge difference in your wardrobe. And so the step that we were really focusing on is step 4, which is putting it all together, and that is the outfit. So the reason that we took all of those photos is because I'm making her get this printer.
Yes, I want to.
The HP Sprocket. Everyone always asks what the printer is. This is what it is. And it just prints photos from your iPhone, and it just shoots them out, and it's a little sticker. So you just peel the back, and then when you go in here to your 30-day lookbook, when you find a look that you like, you just stick it right in the lookbook. So for the description, like this is your book, you can do whatever you want with it. So what I would suggest for you writing like training outfit, best for Chicago, New York,
winter,
whatever.
summer, spring, yes.
And if you need to write down like with the brand of the pieces, if you have like a ton of the same black, blazer, you can put a note. But if you threw this in your suitcase and open this up before you got dressed, you don't have to like be fumbling around your suitcase or figuring out what to pack. So it's like a little bit of preparation goes a really long way when it comes to your style and just feeling like more chill. Like how much time did you waste?
All day yesterday.
All day,
And I was trying it on and off. I like the same thing like 16 times. I'm like, this is good, isn't it?
Right.
And then taking photos. And I think I noticed that there was sort of another realization for me, and I wish I would have had this yesterday, is as I'm going through the photos, I thought it looked great when I was wearing it. And then when I looked at the photos, frumpy, old, dated, and then the one outfit I really liked, but then I got really insecure because I was trying so many things on and I didn't really like a lot. And what's wrong with me?
And then you go through this spiral.
I went in a fashion crisis.
Because most people don't. Everyone's like, why do you always look so fabulous? I wish I had your style. I don't have any special, I don't have a special superpower. Like I have to go through just as much work to pick out the right things and wear the appropriate outfits and buy and make the right choices at the store. That's what I do. I prepare.
I love this printing things out and putting them in. And there's quite a few pages actually. So
And then the fifth step is the maintenance. So this is what we were talking about.
Yeah.
You were like, why are these little weird stains on my clothes and all these things? This is a list of just things that you should probably keep in your suitcase.
Okay.
There's like a tailoring cost sheet. So that one dress that we saw that you were
with
the sleeve, you can just see changing a sleeve, $18.
Oh, wow. That's incredible.
So it might vary from tailor to tailor, but this is kind of like a general guide. And you can make those decisions, like, do I toss this dress and buy a new one? Or does this have enough good things that it's worth $18? What is it?
What's a line crotch?
If you want to line, like, the inside of your
a liner
pants.
for the crotch.
Yeah.
This is the anti-camel toe maneuver. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
This is what I automatically had to go to.
Yeah,
right
to the crotch.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so this is just a maintenance thing. And then just general, like if you're curious of what things are called for your clothes, I've got like a little glossary on fabrics and things like that. You don't have to be like Miss Fashionista to actually know about fashion. It's actually
a learnable
helpful.
skill.
Like when you understand something, you're more confident about it. And then when you're more confident, you can do what you're really meant to do.
So interesting because I keep telling you that business is a learnable skill.
Yeah.
And now you're telling me fashion is a learnable skill.
It is. But like imagine how much more confident you're going to feel on stage knowing that like you picked the right outfits, that you know exactly why they were.
Yes.
And now you can just do your thing and not think about it.
Yeah, I love it.
So it's worth like investing an hour of your day to like make some outfits or to ask yourself some important questions on why you're making certain choices and why you aren't.
And I love how as I'm looking through, it's so detailed and so, my inspirations, what I like, the type of things I'm naturally drawn to. Like my heroines are all badass.
Right?
They're like the Tomb Raiders and the badass women, that wear.
And they're not wearing those prints or glitter.
I think they got the memo on the prints.
Yes.
I think we had a good time while it lasted. Au revoir.
Yeah.
My beautiful non-iron slinky. Goodbye.
Yeah. But you can cut out, like when you are looking through a magazine at the airport and you see, one of your heroes in a great outfit, just cut it out and, glue it in the book. Your little glue stick, with your little markers and your stickers, and you can just kind of have fun with it.
This is incredible. I mean, I do think that the step-by-step aspect of it, and she's a little geeky because she actually designed it for that printer. So so that the image fits perfectly in there, and it just looks amazing, and I don't feel overwhelmed or intimidated anymore. I feel like I can do this, you know, with the, and then so one more thing, sort of now, when I do this, will I know what the pieces are that I'm missing?
Yeah. You got the checklist in here.
Because we know I'm a little light on the tops.
Oh, you're super light on the tops. Well, if you go through the deluxe checklist, which is in here, there's so much stuff that you're missing. You know, like, I didn't see one classic white blouse in your closet. Like, I might see an arm to perhaps might be one.
If I show you what white blouse that is, you are going to flip out.
I'm
going to do this just for kicks, because there's one thing you guys don't know about me. I'm Bavarian. Okay? So wait what that means. Be prepared. You will flip.
Oh, no.
This is just for you, Laura. These are my lederhosen, and this is my original traditional outfit from where I come from.
I was like, I think I see a classic white. No, I don't.
It is very classic. It even has my initials from before I was married. So this is how long I've had. But this, you know, just so you guys know this is an original pair of Bavarian lederhosens. So you don't even know what to say to that.
As I was saying, yes, how you're light on the tops. That's why. So you can go through here, and this section here, tops and blouses, a nice white, you know, cotton, black camisole, didn't see one. A white tee of a nice material, a silk blouse. You have that one.
I do have the black one.
That one's too shiny.
Really?
Yeah, you can keep it for now, but it's too shiny.
Okay. You don't like any shiny stuff?
Not overly shiny, because it's a combination with the collar. It's a little bit Night the Roxbury.
What's wrong with that?
But the navy one's good. You know, a nice evening blouse, which you kind of have that
the
covered.
one with the
That's good. Chambray top, like a kind of a denim like button up. That's great for you to do like more down to earth talk. So you can put like a tweed-ish blazer over top to be more casual.
I was looking for one, but it didn't fit. Yeah.
So these are just like the basics, not even going into just pieces that you like that speak to your style. You have to get the basics under control. The knits, like all of this stuff you want to start with, so we have a good foundation. And then when we know your style type, which we do, tastefully timeless with a little hint of subtle sexy, then you can find tops you're like, ooh, that's a little, and then that gets added in.
Yeah, I think that really is sort of another big teaching point here for me, is that without some of the basics, you just scrambling to find something.
It's harder to put looks together.
Yes, it's much harder. Like with the tops, we were really struggling.
Well, that's like with your...
Besides, she threw half of them away.
Like your bright blue pants that you really liked, it was hard to find what went with it, because that's a statement piece, and a statement piece is always going to look good with like a nice classic basic. But we were really lacking that.
Yeah, we did.
Like if you had a nice, beautiful white blouse that you could wear a little bit unbuttoned to show a little bit of sexy with like a great necklace, and let those pants be the thing that really speaks to you, then we're good.
Yeah.
But if we're struggling with like trying to make it work with a purple sweater or some like weird printed thing,
then it looked like a bonbon.
Right? So that's why you have to get those pieces in here.
And really I love this, because you're absolutely correct. It's all in there. And so, I mean, guys, just get it.
This is our work put into a book. Like 3 years ago, sitting at the whiteboard, and now it's like something you can hold.
I cannot believe it.
Which I was so excited to give you a copy, because this is like full circle moment.
I know, you have to like sign it for me.
Right?
Yes, you do.
You were teaching me, and now I'm in here like beating you down, teaching you about style.
Yeah, but I actually don't feel beat down.
Oh, good.
I feel actually that it's almost like a relief, because I think that in my heart, I knew that I'm changing.
Yeah.
And this is a new chapter. I mean, how many 50-year-old women do you know that start new business and that now want to change the world at 50, when other people, you know, with the money in the bank, sitting buying houses and drinking beverages with umbrellas in it. So, and it just takes a different way to show up. And I look at who I like. I do like the Barbara Krikorian, and she's always, like classy. I don't like the Lori Greiner. I don't like all that. How many cutout dresses can you possibly have? Right. So I do admire that timeless, classy look, because I think my next big one is going to be 60. Yeah. And then now I need to sort of prepare for that person that I'm going to be. And who do we like? We like a Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who has that timelessness. She's got the gray hair with the bun, but that's like something that's in perpetuity. So I think that this will really help me to identify as I'm going toward that. Yeah. To identify without rhinestones who who I'm going to be. Yeah. No, that's a great point. Like, that is huge. Like, 50 years old, starting a new business where everyone else is like kicking up their heels and being like, we're done here. At my age, right? You're just getting started. I'm just getting started. But I mean, you've already like conquered the world too at the same time. It's not like this is like, oh, finally it's your big break. Like, you've had ups and downs and huge breaks. You could be like hanging up your hat and just chilling, but you still have more work to do. I do, and I think that really, is what you and I are so connected with, is that I believe that success comes with responsibility to take as many with us as we can. Yeah. And as emotional as I get watching you do your thing and really inspiring women on how to show up at their very best, there's such a great need for that, and how much time and energy and effort you put in, and she works like nonstop to do this, and and what I do is to help women get what they deserve in the workplace, and to show up strong, and to know what to say, and to know how to behave and act, and how to really kick ass, looking good, it's your part. So, we're all in this together, we may as well make an impact while we can. Right? And it's a perfect time to update your style, and I think so. I'm excited to be a part of that. Thank you. Thank you all for watching. Yes. For the great support. I'm sure I can, can't wait to do the comments. Oh, I know. I'm going to cut this up and put it on YouTube so people don't have to watch like 6 lives that we did today. I can make it all one thing. And thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.
Lauren Messiah.
So, I'm Lauren Messiah. Hello. Here, I took a oversized Dodgers jersey, which is for a man.
Yeah.
Put a belt over it and some heels. We have just brought sexy back.
Yes, you have.
To the Dodgers. So,
I mean, the Puig jersey has never looked so good.
Like this.